Hey everyone, welcome to the Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King freaking Kansas, with the amazing, the outstanding, the outlandish, the Admiral in the flesh.
Hello.
Admiral, welcome.
There.
Welcome.
Hello.
We're a little loud, we're a little excited because we're talking about a little series that the Admiral says, King, you better watch this thing before he throws me in the gates of prison or whatever you want to call it down there.
Before I forget the whole thing, it's been a while.
It's okay. You remember it. The King binge watched this particular show. You're wondering, what are you guys talking about? We're talking about Cobra Kai, you guys.
Cobra Kai.
I think the Admiral was nagging me. King, you're watching all these other little TV shows. Why don't you watch Cobra Kai? And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I rolled my eyes at the Admiral. Admiral almost took my head off. Okay? I'm like, Cobra Kai? Karate Kid? That YouTube show, and then it went on Netflix, and there was like 6 seasons that everybody's been, oh my God, hyping up and all that stuff. Well, let's just say, humbly, the King put his own foot in his mouth, and he had to enjoy it, what he saw. It was good. This guy was right. All you people were right.
Fun show, man.
I've got to tell you guys, you know a show is good when the King's mother, the Queen Mum, sat her butt on the couch and watched the last 2 full seasons. I think it was 25 episodes, or 15 episodes. Sorry, I'm lying. 25 episodes. And she wanted more at the end of it. And I can tell you the truth, so did the King. Admiral, I'm excited.
Yes,
I'm hyped up. I got to calm down a little bit because I might even jump out of the car.
He's gonna karate chop my window.
I want you to tell us what this series means to you, how much you enjoyed it, or if you didn't enjoy it. And maybe go through some of the highlights, because I know there's 6 seasons. We're not going to remember everything. We're not here to tell you guys everything that went down from season 1 to right to the last episode.
Just summarize.
He can give you some of the highlights, who's the show based on, and all that other fun stuff.
Listen, as we talk here, you know, the King and I, we always freestyle. We don't plan these things.
Exactly. And remember, it's spoilers. So if you haven't
watched Cobra Kai by now, shame on you.
Get out of under the rock like the King did and watch the damn thing.
Just kidding, guys.
No, we're not.
No shame on you.
Well, okay? Shame on you.
Fool me once.
Shame on the King.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, bro.
I love Karate Kid. I grew up with Karate Kid.
We saw it in the theater.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved the first 2. The third one,
I didn't remember the third until I watched the show.
With Terry Silver.
Yeah. I remember once I saw the actor on the screen, Admiral, then I'm like, oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah. And I really, at first I thought, okay, this will be fun, you know, because it was on YouTube Red. When they first started on YouTube Red, I'm like, okay, it might be low budget, you know, maybe a couple guys with iPhones running around, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Something like that.
I thought it would be lame, personally.
iPhone.
That's why the King goes, I'm not watching this.
I was surprised, you know.
So was I.
I was not expecting it to be from Johnny Lawrence's perspective.
Good.
And good, you know, how it started with John Lawrence in the apartment, drinking the Coors Banquet, you know, working a crappy construction job. He's a bum. He can barely dress himself. His apartment's a dump. You know, he's got a broken marriage and a kid that won't talk to him. And his life's falling apart. Yep. And his life has been one failure after failure after failure after failure since that incident where, you know, Kreese basically choked him out and broke his trophy in the parking lot after he lost to Daniel, you know, and he's been feeling like a loser his whole life. Yeah. He's been pushed down, he's been kicked, and the way they started it and just developing that character. Yeah,
flushing out his backstory.
Show, you know, and they built around it with such a strong supporting cast and character development and the dynamic between him and Daniel. There's still competition between the two. Oh my God.
That's what made the show.
Friction between the two no matter what. There's always, even when they eventually become
good friends,
peace with one another, there's still that
rivalry between the two.
There's something there, you know, and I think it's just been
competition between the two.
Well acted.
Oh, hell yeah.
And for me, it was so awesome to see that it was the whole arc of the show was the redemption of John Lawrence. And, you know,
I agree with you.
And I really enjoyed that as a fan. I'm grateful for that. And just like how they brought in like nostalgic characters, you know, you saw Chosen come in.
Yeah, that was cool. He was one of the best guys on there. I'll tell you right now.
I wasn't expecting him to be a good guy either because the way he comes in, it's the king.
So excited.
The king's on fire.
like those Daniel commercials in his dealership.
Yeah, he's karate chopping his coffee cup over there. Don't worry, there's nothing in there.
No,
okay, good. No. Don't spill in
King
my
would
car.
be diving right after it.
Don't spill in the Admiral's
No, I don't
car.
want the Admiral's boss to go after the King, because you know what? I don't think I know enough karate.
I don't know enough karate. Anyways, so let's get back to Cobra Kai here. I might have to take some lessons after the coffee on the floor. But
coffee, don't worry.
It's okay.
We're good. We're good. Thank you.
All right. Good.
Like
I said, these things aren't scripted. So, what was I saying, King?
You were saying there was a redemption arc for Johnny,
Lawrence.
And then you're talking about Chosen showing up.
Chosen shows up, and the way they do it, it's like, is he gonna kill him? Like, they're gonna throw down big time?
And the way they bring him back and he gets introduced to him is phenomenal. Who's the girl that he fell in love in?
Kumiko.
She was in the in the show itself.
Girl, you remember Karate Kid 2, guys, where Daniel he falls in love with the Okinawan girl, Kumiko,
and that's what Chosen was fighting over, and
he loved her too, right?
And I love the flashbacks.
Oh, it's so good.
The way they incorporated to what was going on, and then the back and forth between the adults and the introduction of his kids and them. I'm telling you, I never saw anything well written and put together in a long time.
Yeah, for as a fan, if you're gonna take the 80s,
and revisit
it, make it for the fans, and for a new generation. And that's the best that I've seen anyone do.
They accomplished
as far as a
right
show.
Across the board.
It was really good. I think it pleased everybody. New fans brought new fans to the
big
universe.
Time.
It's nice to see Ralph Macchio and William Zabka back, after so many years. Macchio's been in the background for so many years.
You haven't seen him on.
He's a good actor, He was in a lot of good movies too, like The Outsiders and everything. Like he's a good actor, and I was glad to see him get his comeback.
It was excellent, the story arcs, and like you said, they got you to care about Johnny, and he was the biggest on the planet for going after Daniel, and to see how they redeemed that, and not only that, to redeem Cobra Kai, the whole dojo thing with their name. Reputation because of Johnny. I think that's what it is. And even for the Karate Kid himself, Daniel, to kind of throw his support to a place that kind of had it in for him, was phenomenal.
Because he finally accepted the fact that no matter what he does, Johnny's always going to be Johnny in Johnny's way.
That's right.
And Daniel's always going to be Daniel in his way. And you're not going to force Johnny to be Daniel.
Yeah.
Or follow Daniel's principles or whatever, and there was a mutual respect.
Yes, two different styles that can work together as one, and both separately, and still be okay.
It was really fun, a lot of the character development, the fight scenes were amazing,
and even the fight scenes with the kids, they were believable. Yeah, it wasn't like they're gonna actually, and I love the way they introduced their kids. It wasn't like Johnny's son was with Robbie, was on his side, and he was going to train him. No, he ended up going to Daniel's side, and then the daughter was reluctant. Yeah, and then she kind of got back into it.
Sam. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the tournaments and the fight. There's one scene that in particular that really got me, and it was it the last season, the Royal Rumble.
That's in the finale. The second last episode.
Oh my God, that was fun. I didn't even see it. I didn't see it coming. Let's just say that. And I watch a lot of wrestling.
I didn't think that was.
And when I saw that, my eyes literally opened like a little kid in a candy shop. That was phenomenal. How good was that? And oh my God, Kreese, you talk about him.
Kreese, you find out how he becomes Kreese, why he's the way he is.
Military,
Vietnam,
that was
from
cool.
The trainings in Korea from the master over there. He lost his girlfriend. Yeah. He went through some hard things that really made him hard, and just over time became hardened and no mercy and all this stuff. And it just continued on and was passed down almost like a generational curse through the Cobra Kai dojo. He never had a family. Jon Lawrence was the closest thing that he ever had to his son.
Yeah. That's why he was so involved and so up up on him.
And he totally destroyed his confidence. He totally destroyed the person that he was.
He really set him down. And there's one emotional scene, man. Was it, I think, the second last episode? Where
he confronts him?
That broke your heart. Like, what he said.
Teary.
Oh, hey, the King's not going to lie.
The Admiral got
tear came down to the King's, and the King's tough as nails. But when he saw that, oh my God, like, I had to kind of like wipe away a tear. I'm telling you, that was so emotional, and you felt it. It wasn't just like, okay, they're going to make up, and you're not. No, you felt it. Like, because especially from day one, and what he meant or what they meant to each other. And then later on, him, when, what's her name? The girl.
Oh, Allie.
Is it Allie? Or
Elizabeth Shue.
Oh,
sorry.
The girl. The
Admiral's having a moment here.
The one who lost her mother.
Oh, Tori. When Tori lost her mom.
He kind of developed almost like that same kind of relationship with her a little bit, because you see how he kind of like backed her a little
Mentor.
bit. He helped her out when she was struggling, and like it was crazy. And then all the different side characters that they brought in, and even Silver. You never thought there'd be a more worse villain than that man. And there was that. And to make the ultimate sacrifice like he did on the thing to protect Gianni and his family, that was a noble thing. Like,
he redeemed
you were
himself.
rooting for him. You wanted Silver dead. Yeah. Like the King had to say. He was such a good villain. And the way he tied to Creasy, I always say the wrong name, whatever. Crease. The way they had their connection and why they were such a bond there. And then Gianni, and I'm telling you, they did a full circle. And then old girlfriend showing up and then being cool with it. One, Daniel having the, whatever, even the flashbacks of Mr. Miyagi, and his past, that he had little doubts of why did he not tell him. And I'm telling you, there's so many emotional roller coasters.
He fought in the Sekai Taikai as well, and he ended up killing that person because
for the pearl necklace
that was stolen because it was his mother's.
Oh my God! And then the kids, and even the kids' storylines with themselves and what they were going through. Hawk, one of my favorites.
Yeah, Hawk and Dimitri, very cool.
The way they were fighting, I wanted to beat up Dimitri. He was, especially when they were fighting for the 6 spots in the forest. Yeah. The way he cheated him to get it, and him being a little bit of a douchebag. I'm going to say that.
Yeah,
or whatever.
There's some shady stuff going on there.
The way everything works well, the way all the storylines came together. Tori and Robbie end up, they didn't. Well, she won the
sponsorship deal, right?
Oh yeah, and for them to go like that, and the way they left the series, guys, is open ended, that we can hopefully.
Well, Karate Kid Legends, guys. I mean,
I'm excited. I wasn't excited, Admiral, for that. Like making a Karate Kid movie. I didn't even watch the last one.
Next
Jackie
is
Chan.
Daniel goes over to China to train some student of Jackie Chan's.
Yeah,
right? For some reason, I don't know the synopsis.
We don't know how they're all connected. We just know that
this is
Jackie Chan's character. Yeah, Jackie Chan's character knows Mr. Miyagi somehow. What the connection is, I don't know. He goes to visit Daniel in California to go back. I don't know if it's in Japan or New York City, where this other kid with his mother comes in. They had something tragic happen to him. See, I'm excited to watch that out because of Cobra Kai.
I'm starting to think that maybe Miyagi trained Jackie Chan.
Maybe one of his students, you think?
Yeah, while he was over there. I mean, I don't know if I'm getting the timeline.
What do you even know? Because we have no clue. We're going into this thing blind.
Or the master of Jackie Chan was trained by Miyagi or something. There's definitely a Miyagi. Miyagi's the connection.
Yes, right? But it's good. Like, it got me excited to watch that. I didn't even watch the last one. With Jackie Chan and Will Smith's son. Jaden.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, for me,
just gonna pretend that one doesn't exist.
There you go. For me, guys, honest to God truth, until this series, I'm like, Karate Kid was in the King's past, and then Admiral suggested watch it, King. But I couldn't believe that I actually was rooting more for Gianni over Daniel in this one, and I'm happy. I was a little worried, at a certain point. You're like, okay, the last thing, is Gianni gonna get killed? And like I'm telling you, you're thinking all these things as you started to care
Wolf,
about him.
Wolf
was something else.
He was tough, man.
Robotic. And like I said, certain things they're expecting. You lost the match and you're still happy. I thought maybe he'll go and do something to him, but he just kind of just walked. There was little moments like that through the series, but nothing to overshadow the goodness, the greatness, the positivity of the whole. using karate as defense and to find peace and life lessons and all
cool.
that. The relationships with everybody on the show was phenomenal in my personal opinion. And if you guys haven't seen this show, watch it. Like I was telling the Admiral, 3 days, 65 episodes. King watched it.
We loved it. I think in part because we're fans. Not saying this is an Oscar.
No.
Fun,
far from that. It's fun to watch.
It has amazing pace. The episodes are like 25 minutes long. They just fly by.
Oh yeah,
and all of a sudden
you just keep on.
If you have it on autoplay, it's just gonna keep going.
Guys, you gotta understand, like the Admiral was saying, it was on YouTube for the first maybe 1 or 2 seasons, and then it goes on Netflix.
Netflix picked it up.
But you have to watch the first at least 3 episodes, and I can guarantee you, once you get over the way it's shot, it starts to improve. You're gonna be hooked. Just on what's Johnny's real name?
William Zabka.
His acting alone, guys, if you don't buy in his pain and his down on luck story from the beginning, you might not like it, but you know what? I don't think there's a possibility of you not liking it. You might not love it, but you're going to definitely enjoy and have a good time watching this. I'm telling you, you need to watch it. So, Admiral, final thoughts on Cobra Kai as a whole?
I love it. I love it. I'm looking forward to Legends. I would like to see an offshoot with Jon Lawrence, maybe even if there's room for that in the universe as well.
Hopefully it pops up.
Maybe a Cobra Kai TV show just about the Cobra Kai dojo that does not involve Ralph Macchio. He'll come in as a cameo here and there, but
I just want the kids back. I want to see 10 years later, whatever you want to time jump, to see where they are in their parts of their lives, and maybe perhaps there'll be grandkids going around.
I think they've left it in a way that they can expand on the Miguel and on
his daughter going to school far away or whatever. Everybody has their own little
Tori and Johnny's son and all. They can expand on those characters.
And I like the fact, Admiral, that there was a lot of positivity. There was a lot of happy endings for a lot of people. There was no there was tragedy, don't get me wrong, but everybody had their good send off in a sense.
Yeah,
that's what it felt like. I felt good at the end of it, even though I was sad. I wanted more.
There was justice for people.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And my thoughts, guys, you gotta watch it, man. Yeah. Don't let nobody tell you not to, whatever. If they tell you Cobra Kai, don't roll your eyes like the King did.
It's smart.
Watch it. It has the history there. It has the flashbacks. The actors they brought back are not there just for cameos. They're around for several episodes, and they bring them back with a purpose to progress the storyline. They're not just, it'll be cool, let's throw a cameo here. No, there's none of that. They're there for a reason, and Chosen is there for, oh my God, the last 2-3 seasons, easily.
And they, you see things.
And he goes through heartbreak.
Daniel goes back to Japan too, right? So he goes back to Okinawa.
Yeah.
They tie in the universe.
Everything.
There's parts that, the Miyagi-Do dojo is Miyagi's old house and everything like that.
It's the original house.
It's the original house and the set and everything. It's not like they've abandoned the universe and just, it's all intertwined.
Yes.
It's expanded upon.
They embraced it, guys, then they added to it. They build it out from the foundation. That's the foundation, but everything fits. There's nothing like forced on there that, we'll just put this here just so. No, the cars are there.
It's great.
The methods that he uses.
The continuity is very good.
Oh my God. And Johnny's the way of thinking, it's so 1980s.
Well, he's the same person, just in an adult body.
Just be warned, the language is something, and some of the words that comes out of Johnny's mouth to insult the kids, just be warned. But
it's Jon Lawrence.
It's warranted, and it's his character.
It's his character. It's the way he
You just accept it. That he was ignorant for the times, and it continues until he changes that.
You see his
growth
over the whole series.
It's phenomenal.
Very good.
Like stuff that happens in his life, from him later on becoming getting a new family, and adding to it, and his perspective of life, and him kind of like, I guess, not that he decides not to be a loser, that he's not a loser, that he deserves better.
He becomes wiser.
And he deserves better. He realizes that he deserves more.
But in like high intensity situations, he ends up making wiser choices.
Yes.
So it gets better.
And
but he's still Johnny too.
He still goes making the kids with the cement truck inside there.
Some of the stuff, guys, is crazy. But anyways, we blathered enough about this thing here.
We highly recommend it. Like, I don't know, this is probably one of the better series I've seen in the last decade or so.
Yeah.
It's one of those series that you're going to smile when you watch the series from beginning to end. And like I said, whoever starts to watch it with you, you're going to enjoy it. The more people who watch it with you, the more you're going to, I guess, appreciate it.
Hi.
So there you go.
Karate chop.
Everything fits. Bonsai trees and all. Dojos, different ideologies, people getting beat up, street fights. It's all in here for you guys, you know. And there's even a lady on the street who's a bum who keeps on harassing Johnny. Yeah. She pops up here. It works well. There's actors that you're gonna know and go, oh, I know that actor. Everybody you think that it will be in, you know, from the films are in this show.
They show up.
They're pretty much there. And there's, like I said, roller coaster ride of emotions, redemption, everything. So anyways, guys, that's our official Cobra Kai complete series review. I hope you guys liked it. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out our other reviews that we have up, like our Andor, I guess, episode 4, 5, and 6, movie reviews, future, whatever. And don't forget, next week, we're going to the theater to go watch a little MCU film called
Thunderbolts.
And we heard nothing but good things. We're going to do a out of the theater quick reaction.
Yeah.
And of course,
our reactions are never quick, by the way.
Well, we're going to try because we're going to do a review as well. So we're going to have 2 separate videos. We're going to tease you a little bit, and then we're going to lay down the hammer. If there's a hammer to get laid down. See how that goes. So anyways, until next time, be the hell good. Stay off the King's Throne. Leave this man alone. And we'll see you later on YouTube land. Take it easy, guys.
Take care, guys. Salute.